Hello gamers and welcome to episode 13 of the Adventures of a Max Main. I believe this is. In episode 12, we got spooned the Lil Creator pet, which I was a little bit happy about, considering how dry we were for the Sarachnis pet. But if I were to go spoon somewhere, I wish it was somewhere that wasn't as fast of a pet. But you know what? You can't pick and choose where your luck is. So in this episode of the Adventures of a Max Main, we're going to be visiting another kind of wilderness pet. So the pet is not anywhere. The boss for the pet is kind of in the wilderness. You have to run through the wilderness in order to get to the boss, but you are not actually killing the boss in the wilderness. Obviously, we are talking about the King Black Dragon here. Now, I pretty well enjoy the King Black Dragon, so I'm a little bit sad that we're going to be knocking this pet out, and we're barely ever going to have to go back to the KBD, but that is kind of the point of this series, is to get the pets. So I plan on picking up pretty much all of the loot that I possibly can. I don't necessarily think I will get all of it, especially looking at the drop table. There are some things that are not worth it, but I do like watching the loot pile up on my inventory, so the wiki states that the uniques from this place, the Dragon Pickaxe, is 1 in 1,000, so we should expect 3 of those from our grind here, considering the Prince Black Dragon is a 1 in 3,000, which I feel like is pretty generous. I'm expecting like 40 to 50 kills an hour here, so this should be a fairly quick grind. And the final unique that we are kind of looking for here is the Draconic Visage. It is a 1 in 5,000 though, so I'm not expecting to acquire any visages in this grind, but it would be pretty dope if we saw one. And before we hop into this grind, there are 2 or 3 more things that I would like to note. First of all, this is the gear and the inventory that we are going to be rocking for this grind. With all of the supplies and everything, if we get PK'd on our way there, we lose 300k, which is not the end of the world. It could be way worse. If we get smited for some reason, then we're going to lose 2.5 mil, which sucks, but there's no reason that I should get skull tricked, or not skull tricked, smited. And the final 2 things that I can think about that I would like to note is the KBD heads are a 1 in 128. But I already have at least 1 pair of those, so any others that we are going to be adding to the collection are just that, adding to the collection. The final thing is that Elite Clues are a 1 in 450 rate, so we're probably not going to see very many of those. I would guess 6 or 7 is what is expected from this 1 in 3,000 Prince Black Dragon rate. But with all of that out of the way, I believe it is time for us to start our journey to obtaining the Prince Black Dragon pet. So I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, but I expect the comment section to be more creative than me. I just didn't expect it to happen this quickly. So I believe in the previous video I asked you guys what your favorite superhero was, and someone, gave me theirs and told me to add an idea into the next video, this video. So what they may or may not have brought up is Spider-Man as their favorite, and I want to know who is your Spider-Man? While you guys are thinking about who your Spider-Man is, why don't you guys go ahead and leave a like down on this video? That would be greatly appreciated by myself and myself, because but also while you're down there, go ahead and leave a subscription and tell me who your Spider-Man is. Personally, for me, it is really hard to not say Tobey Maguire, because he's the first one that I watched as a kid. I believe his movies came out in like 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. And that was when I started to watch Spider-Man. But I personally think that Tom Holland portrays a better Spider-Man, because Peter Parker is supposed to be a teenage kid in high school, and he looks more like it than Tobey and Andrew Garfield did when they made their movies. So we just passed 600 kill count in the previous trip, and my inventory has already changed a ton because I like to pick up all of the loot, and this is pretty much how it goes. I only bring 2 prayer pots just in case there's a PKer, so I don't get smited, because that would be sad, as I mentioned probably in the previous clip. This is going alright. It's about 40 kills an hour. I wish it was a little bit faster, but that's okay. I don't really remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, we started this grind about 517, 518 KC, which is all just through Slayer. that's where we're starting. Just over 600 right now at 606, and we'll see. We'll see when the pet comes. We'll see you at 700 KC. Oh shoot! I totally didn't even notice that kill was 700 KC. This place is going pretty nice. I've had to hop a few times because the world gets taken while I'm banking, but that is okay. This is 800 KC at the dragon that drops a little dragon. Oh shoot! I didn't even realize that's the first pair of KBD heads for the grind, and I'm pretty sure that's my third pair overall. So that's kind of cool. They're obviously not worth anything. I'm pretty sure you can take them apart or something or other and get 3 ensouled dragon heads out of it, though. Which I guess is, I don't know how much those go for. What is that, 15 KGP? That's kind of cool. It might only be 1 ensouled dragon head. I don't really know. Either way, KBD heads. This one is 900 KC at the dragon. Dude, I'm chilling here watching freaking Dead Man Apocalypse. Yes, that gives you an idea of when this is being recorded. And I totally missed 1000 KC. That is 1/3 of the drop rate to pet. No luck so far, but that is okay. Our loot tab is a little bit more than 8 mil. It does not include the fire runes or the GP, but those stacks are so low that it doesn't make that much of a difference. But here we are, 1000 kills in. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize 1100 kill count has been done at the KBD. Nothing, no pets, no visage, no D-pick yet, but that's okay. We'll get one eventually. Bro, how did I miss another one? That's 1200 KC, and I am not paying anywhere near enough attention to be doing these KC updates, but they must be done. 1200 KC, nothing to show yet. I am not missing this KC milestone, even though I almost did. 1300 KC at the KBD. No pet, but that's okay. This place is very, very chill, very relaxed, and I am enjoying myself today. This is 1400 KC, and I forgot to mention it in the... Dude, I am so tired of seeing adamant bars. Those drops suck. But I forgot to mention it in my 2 previous KC milestone check-in things that I've gotten 2 KBD heads since 1200 KC. I think that's 6. I don't know, I could be wrong. But that's cool, I guess. Oh, I'm definitely paying attention. Oh my god. Holy shit. What a kill count to get that at. Oh my god, that is awesome. I believe this is newly acquired friends number 18, if I believe, or if I recall correctly. I think there's 3, 6, yep, and there's, oh, how do you, and yep, so there's 6 pets per line and 3 lines, so that means there are 18. I guess the Hellcat doesn't really count. Wait, I thought I was at 18. So I came to the realization that I am missing my beaver somewhere. I don't know where the heck he is, but I guess I'm going to go reclaim him. He's not in my bank. He's not in my house. So I guess I gotta go to Artie. I don't know if I need money anymore. I don't think so, but I'll take some just in case. But either way, that is actually pet number 18 if we are not including the Hellcat. And I believe this is one of the better pets in my opinion. This thing's pretty cool. It's definitely not like a top tier for me, but it's definitely up there. It's pretty decent. Reclaimable. I have no idea what the hell happened to my beaver. It's just kind of gone. Okay, so now we have all 18 pets, and I guess we sell the loot tab. So obviously, since we got a little bit lucky on this pet, I guess we got fairly lucky on the pet, half the drop rate. You know, I also just realized that we didn't get any dragon pickaxes or the draconic visage. I didn't expect to get a visage, but I should have gotten at least 1 D-pick from KBD, and I've never gotten one. Anyways, unrelated, I think we also got 6 or 7, probably 7 KBD heads from the grind. This clip is all over the place. Anyway, like I was trying to say, the loot is not exactly as high as we expected it to be, but I got it in like 1000 KC, 983 to be exact, because I picked up all the loot. So we're going to sell this loot tab. You can see it's about 16.6 mil, and we have 1 elite clue to open from all of this as well. There is some missing from this tab, like I think iron arrows, the KBD heads like I mentioned, and I think there's some fire runes and some coin drops. So I'm going to get those gathered up, the ones that aren't showing in this loot tab briefly, so we can see exactly how much we made, and then we can sell it. So this is everything that is in our bank from the loot tab that isn't actually in the loot tab. I'm actually kind of surprised. That adds up really quickly. 200k in iron arrows. This is things that just kind of happened in my bank that wasn't really worth making the tab for. Especially not turning all that into platinum tokens. Frick that. And I was using sharks throughout the grind. So there's that. I can't exactly get rid of those, but that's alright. So that brings our total to pretty much right at 17 mil. I'm going to keep all of these because I use sharks, I'm collecting iron arrows, and obviously we use GP. So we'll sell all this, we'll add 300k to it, and then we'll open the elite clue and see what's up. So our cash stack comes to 16.1 mil. I did just dump everything for 5% below, so that's probably where the difference came in. And this one elite going to make a difference. Oh, that's decent, I think, actually. Those and the summer pies, probably. So, it was actually neither, and all of the value came from the onyx bolt tips, obviously. I was sorely mistaken. But, either way, our total comes out to be 16.2 mil. Solid. But I'm not mad about that. We're going to add that to our cash stack, which is currently sitting at a very small 40 mil because I have 200 mil stuck in the Grand Exchange right now, which I could get back pretty easily, and then I have 100 mil on an alt that I started using to make money on the side while I was fairly AFK in here. So I have about 340 mil in just pure GP. Could sell a bunch of things here, and that may or may not help us on our next pet grind. With my newly acquired pet, Prince Black Dragon, I think it is time to visit some of RuneScape's newest content. But that means I have to do a quest.